Hey there, happy day, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as Pajama Grandma. This is What's She Up To Now, meaning what the heck are you doing as you're transitioning from the brick and mortar world and corporate world of business, real businesses, to the online world. Online businesses, online marketing, courses, coaching, anything that's done through the internet. Or adding a component of online to your offline business. So, because that's what I always was originally wanting to do, but never had the time when I was running my offline businesses. So, I had an opportunity a couple of years ago, well over 591 days ago now. Yep, today's 591. 591 days in a row I've hopped on here and shared my journey, my trials and tribulations, what's working, what's not, as I make this transition. And I did it probably a year ago, and I've done it again. I've come to this realization that I'm doing it wrong. And it's hard to admit that I'm doing it wrong when I know, when I coach people on doing it right, that I'm still doing it wrong. So I know the sad thing is I know what I need to do it right, but I'm not willing to commit to myself to the one thing that I need to do it right. I will probably starting tomorrow, or today even, if I get a chance, got to run to the store with my sister. I will start doing it right because I know the right way. I know the system. I know the framework. I know what it takes to be successful. I'm battling a couple of limiting beliefs, and we like to think that our beliefs are just our beliefs, but we have limiting beliefs that are like little wars being waged inside of us, pulling us in one direction and pulling us in another. And mine is mostly with who I'm here to serve and who I want to work with, because there's people I really want to help and I really want to work with, but I've got this belief that they don't want help, they don't want to be worked with, and they don't have any money, so why am I going to work with them, and how am I going to work with them, and how am I going to make it work? So I've got that pulling against the group of people that I've always worked with, that I'm really good at working with, and I love helping and watching them grow, but I feel like there's so many other people helping them and doing the things that, do I really need to do that? Do I really want to do that? So that's the pull that pulls me in a couple different directions. And so instead of committing to one, I keep being pulled and I do more than one thing. I've narrowed it down to 3 or 4 things that I'm doing now simultaneously. But it used to be like 10. And whenever you're doing 10 things, the biggest thing that stops us and helps us to fail in our businesses is to be doing 10 things, all kind of half-ass and nothing really awesome. And we need to focus these days, especially in the age of attention, we need to focus on that one thing. And for many of us, one of the hardest things to do, and maybe what I need to do, is teach people how to really get to that one thing and the power of focusing on the one thing and then expanding out versus, because I did that in the offline world. I started with one thing, added another thing after I got the one thing under control, and then after I got the 2 things under control, then I added another thing and another thing, up to my breaking point of about 7 or 8 things, and then I knew my little red wagon was too full, and boom, had a sudden cardiac arrest. So I think that I need to do the same thing online. Go back, start at the beginning, do the one thing, and then expand out, and then teach other people how to get to the one thing. Because I know it's not just me that struggles with this, especially the older we get, the more experiences we've had, the more areas we want to change the world in, the more we have a hard time saying, I'm just going to do this one thing. But I've watched the people over the last 2 years that just get it and take off and do really, really well. And it's the people that focus on the one thing, the one group, and then expand out. I have so many examples of this. It's mind-boggling. And so for me to not do it, even though I teach everybody it, it's like, boom, rocket ship to the brain. So beware. Beware getting in your own way. Beware. Actually, I was talking about beware Greeks bearing gifts today. So that's why I thought of beware. But what else do we need to beware of? Beware that we don't know what we don't know because we're inside our own head all the time. And sometimes we just need a different perspective. Sometimes we need to take our own advice. A lot of times we need to take our own advice because what we teach people is what we've learned and our experiences, what we've learned and really have the biggest growth experiences from. They say the obstacle is the way. The obstacle, which my big obstacle is picking the one thing just currently right now. But I've had a lot of obstacles, and that's why I love challenges, is because I've had to learn to lean into my challenges and make what's causing me the most difficulty a challenge so that I can overcome it. I can figure out the way around it or through it or over it or under it or whatever I need to do to get past it. Now, I have got a new challenge. I'm legally blind, and my eyesight sucks, and it's it's getting progressively worse. So I'm in the process of figuring out, how do I continue to do what it is that I'm doing and want to do online with my limiting beliefs that nobody is going to want to listen to me, nobody's going to follow me, nobody's going to look to me as an expert in anything if I'm blind. Now, is that true? I think there's a lot of blind people that have done incredible things, and I just need to start researching and finding that out, and to build my confidence in the area of being blind. I actually just came across a gentleman in the online world that's legally blind as well. So I'm going to reach out to him and say, dude, can I talk to you? Because I've got this huge mountain of limiting beliefs that go along with that. And the same thing with chronic pain. I've had chronic pain, not so much anymore, but I did in my 20s really bad. And I had all these limiting beliefs around chronic pain, and that I couldn't be successful because I had pain. I couldn't have the life I wanted because I had pain. And I had to overcome all that, and I had to get past that and figure out, how do I create my life with the pain being just a part of it, not my whole life. Whereas now I have to think about, how do I create the life that I want and continue to create the life that I want, which I've done it with chronic pain, so I can do it with the eyesight thing, right? How do I continue to do that with a new challenge? It's just a new challenge. So you'll probably hear me talk about it and the things that I'm doing and coming up with. You know, I use a giant 62-inch screen TV with my computer so that I can do things online. I'm currently videoing on a cell phone, but once I can't see at all the buttons, I'm going to have to figure out a different way to do that. I might have to have somebody film me and actually edit my videos and do that for me. I'm to the point where I'm going to need a VA and somebody to help me with the social media sharing of my videos. And it's all new challenges and new things I guarantee I'll figure out. I figured out everything else so far. Still here, still alive, so I can obviously figure those things out. It's just, we have to be aware of, and the whole point of this was to be aware of our beliefs and thoughts that get in our own way, that prevent us from doing the things that we know that we're capable of doing. So we'll be working on that. One Funnel Away Challenge. Let's talk about business right now. Working on the One Funnel Away Challenge. Today, I believe, is I call it day 21. I'm not sure what they call it. They call it week 2, mission 7. It's got a Mission Impossible theme. And it's a review day. Every Sunday, except for next week, I believe, will be a review day. I think Sunday is the day. Week 3 is the week of we're actually building the funnels. And so in week 3, there'll be 7 missions. There'll be a mission every single day of what you need to do to build the funnel. Now, I've built, a couple hundred funnels, so to me, that's always the easiest week. The harder weeks are creating a new offer, creating the stories that support that offer, and then week 3 is doing the funnel, and then we've got traffic and things and how to get it out there. So working on that, and as part of that, of course, I am launching a new product and doing a new product, and it will be, I think, let's give you a sneak peek here. It's going to be my lead magnet, which is probably something to do with getting more customers. Then the main sales page will be a women's summit, and it'll be probably, I don't know, $47. I haven't really gotten it nailed down yet in my mind, but probably $37, $47 pre-summit. Then during the summit, it will go up to probably $77 or $97. And then after the summit, probably $197 to get the information that was shared in the summit. And then the upsell will be a 30-day challenge, a 30-day customer challenge to get you and your system for handling customers all nailed down. So as you grow and scale as a woman business owner, because I'm targeting women business owners, it'll be a no-brainer because you'll have the system in place. And it's just a matter of feeding people into that. And you're going to automate that so that people are automatically fed into it. And then all you do is the follow-up. Or you hire people to do the follow-up because you don't even have to do it yourself nowadays. Now, it's not that simple. It's not that easy. You have to set it up. You have to be the driver behind it. You have to be the one that picks the stories and the marketing message. And what I'm learning and why you see me 591 days in a row is I listened finally to the message that we need to put ourselves out there. We need to publish every single day. Now, I still secretly publish this on a very obscure page, one of my very obscure Facebook pages. I share it on my profile, and I share it all over the place. But if you want to see it consistently, people have to search it out. And so I use that as my filtering tool for the people that I'm really for. Because everybody doesn't need to see this, and they certainly don't need to see 591 days of it, right? But for the people that it is, for people that say, oh my God, I could never do video, I invite you, and it's horrifying to me to even think that I'm doing this, but I invite you to go back because all of my videos are on YouTube, and I share at the end of this video a playlist. You can go back to my first videos and you can see how horrible they are. If you think these are horrible and you hate watching me, please don't go back and watch those, because you'll probably share them online and trash me, and I don't need that. I'm only looking for the people that can relate to me and can relate to the journey and what they need to. But I'm saying, if you are scared of publishing and going live on video, just go back and watch some of my videos, and you can actually see through the timeline as my vision's getting really bad, because my makeup looks like Tammy Faye Baker, or worse, it's like Halloween or Day of the Dead or something, because it's so bad. You can see as my eyes are getting worse, and I didn't have a magnifying mirror all that time. Now I've got a super deluxe lighted magnifying mirror, and my makeup is still bad. That's, again, something I'm going to have to do down the road. Is I'm going to have to actually get somebody to probably do my makeup in here for me, and set me up and dress me and everything else, so that I can continue to do videos. But I'll find a way to continue to do videos, because after you do them 591 days in a row, and actually I've done them more than that, but 591 days and counting, you kind of get hooked on it. It's like any habit. Once you get hooked on a habit, and some people are probably saying, yeah, Sharon, this is like a bad habit for you. And so you're totally hooked on it because it's a bad habit. But for me, once I do something often enough and long enough, I need to do it every single day. And I learned that about exercise. I never exercise, but if I do it every single day and commit to myself, I'm going to do it every day, then I'll do it. If I don't, if I stop doing it, then I won't do it. I had a challenge a couple years ago where I couldn't get out of bed and couldn't walk, and I missed a couple of days of exercise, and it was hard to get back into it. It was like starting over again. It's kind of like they say, if you quit drinking or quit smoking and then you start again, it's really easy to start but harder to quit. And I think the same thing is true for me. So I just do it every day. I commit to doing it every day. So if I can help you in any way, go ahead, hit me up in the messages below, in the comments below. You can find me anywhere on social media, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom or Pajama Grandma. You can follow up or watch a couple more videos after this, and let me know what I can do to help you. I am here. I ramble, and I'm a little bit disjointed still, but not for long. And once I pick a direction, it's going to be harder for you to get in touch with me and have me help you with a variety of things. It's going to be laser focused for a while, and while I'm laser focused, I'll be laser focused. So if you're not within my laser focus beam, if you want help with something else, hit me up now, because right now I can help you with all kinds of things. Any type of business system, any type of automation, any type of online ClickFunnels related thing, reviewing your funnel, giving you feedback on copy and saying, hey, this is what's tripping you up here. Numbers, statistics, I'm an engineer, so I know all that nerdy stuff. Let me know, I'd be glad to help. Quality, anything like that. Otherwise, I'm going to be laser focused pretty quick here, and I'm going to be helping a specific group of people. And if you're in that group, awesome. If you're not, I'll still help you. Hit me up, but it's going to be harder because I'll have less time to focus and dedicate to that. Go out, make it an amazing day. I will ramble at you tomorrow, hopefully not for so long and on such a disjointed group of topics, but I'm starting to realize that sometimes I am my own worst enemy. Ha! All the time I am my own worst enemy. And guess what? We almost all are. Always the person that holds us back the most. Nobody else can stop us once we decide we're going to do something except us. So let's stop stopping ourselves and go for what we want. Catch you tomorrow. Bye. Have an amazing day.